Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the 10 best street food markets in Los Angeles. Street food is one of the most exciting things that you can see on YouTube. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have seen street food videos like in Japan and China and Mexico and Iran and all these places around the world that we just want to travel to and just try like the vibrant food cultures all around the world. But if you guys are living in the US, especially here in LA, maybe some of you guys might be interested to try street food around the city, but you're just asking, what are some really good street food markets that's like really exciting and tasty? Well, Los Angeles is not like the mecca of street foods, but there are some notable places that all of us should know about if we want to have a really great street food experience. And being an LA guy, I'm going to help you. I'm going to show you what are some of the best street food markets. Some of these you've never heard of before that you're going to hear for the first time in this YouTube video. So if you guys are curious to see what are some of the greatest best street food markets in Los Angeles, then I encourage you to stick all the way to the end of this episode so that you can see the lowdown on some of the hottest street food markets going on in the town of LA. And also, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can get these awesome food episodes on a weekly basis. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's begin with the first one. The 626 Night Market. This street food market comes only seasonally to Los Angeles, so catch it while you can, but it's definitely worth a visit. As of now, it is the biggest Asian night market in America, out in the city of Arcadia. They have so many food selections, which ranges from like fried chicken to boba and even lobster tails. I gotta warn you, the food here is a bit pricey, but if you want the experience, then it might be worth it to check it out. There are also some pretty cool live performances at the 626 Night Market as well. So this is one you should definitely check out, especially if you are in the Arcadia area. Number 2, Grand Central Market. This is more of an enclosed street food market in the heart of downtown LA and one of the hottest tourist attractions in LA. It's been here since 1917, which makes it over 100 years old. And you can find dozens of different stalls and booths that sell very high quality street style food, from ramen to burgers to tacos to Texas barbecue. It's quite an overwhelming experience. So if you are looking for a historic spot in Los Angeles to try street food, then you cannot miss out on Grand Central Market. Number 3, Guatemalan Night Market. This is a regular street food market that meets at night in the neighborhood of Westlake on 6th Street and Bonnie Bray. All the vendors come out during the weekends, but you can still find a decent selection of them on the weekdays as well. Most of the street vendors specialize in Guatemalan foods like tortillas and tostadas and even barbecue. It's cash only. The parking here is really hard to find, but if you can find it, it's quite a sight to behold. So if you want some really great Guatemalan style food, street food, especially barbecue, then the Guatemalan Night Market is a place you cannot miss out on. Number 4, Hollywood Night Market. If there is anything that closely resembles street food in the town of Hollywood, it is the Hollywood Night Market, also known as Yamashiro Night Market. It's not actually on the streets of Hollywood, but on a nearby hill next to the famous Yamashiro Japanese restaurant. It is also a seasonal night market, but a fun and exquisite one. They have foods of many different cultures, ranging from like Japanese sushi rolls to American lobster rolls and donuts, and they even have like really cool live performances as well. So if you're in Hollywood, then don't forget this one. Number 5, KTown Night Market. Another one of the seasonal and great Asian night markets in Los Angeles. It's not as big as the 626 Night Market, but it's still a fun and festive event in the heart of Koreatown. They don't just sell Korean street food, but other interesting foods as well. Some of them that's so creative that you don't even know what to call it. And yes, they do have live music and performances as well. So guys, if you are a fan of street food, then I think this is the closest thing you'll find in Los Angeles, so definitely check it out. Number 6, the Oaxacan Street Market. There's no official name for this street food market, and that's just what I called it, and it's very hard to find without a local LA person telling you about it. But this is a Mexican market that meets on Saturdays and Sundays on 8th Street and Normandy in KTown, and they specialize in Oaxacan food. Isn't that so exciting? They have a lot of traditional Oaxacan food, such as the tlayudas, as well as Oaxacan drinks and ice creams. So if you guys are there on the weekends, then I suggest get there early because they could sell out of some of the best stuff by afternoon time. Number 7, the Pinata District Street Market. This is probably the biggest Latin American street food market in Los Angeles that's located in downtown LA, in the Pinata district on Olympic Boulevard between Central Avenue and San Pedro. On the weekends, this market stretches for 2 whole blocks and it is very crowded. They sell mainly Mexican foods like tacos and Mexican style hot dogs, but you'll find some Salvadoran foods as well, such as like pupusas. This is like the closest thing you'll feel like to being in Mexico, having like the Mexican street food culture. And if you're into that, this is your spot. Number 8, Salvadoran Street Market. This is another street food market that has no official name and can be hard to find, but that's what I'm here to tell you. It's a street market that specializes in Salvadoran foods, located on Vermont Avenue between 11th and 12th Street. They sell many Salvadoran fruits and pastries, and they also have cooked items like pupusas and yuca and chicharron, but I would say one of their standouts is their clam cocktail. Get there early because once they sell out, but this is something you definitely need to try when you're at the Salvadoran food market. Number 9, Smorgasburg. This is a street food market that meets in the Arts District of downtown LA on Central Avenue between 7th and 8th Street. It is the largest weekly open-air market in America, attracting 50,000 people each weekend to eat at the 100+ street vendors. You'll find foods of all kinds here, ranging from like American to Puerto Rican to Asian. It's just a very exciting place to be in, and it's quite hipster as well. And if that is your type of crowd and your type of food, then don't miss out on this place in downtown Los Angeles, Smorgasburg. And finally, number 10, Wat Thai Market. Here is a truly hidden gem in Los Angeles. This is the largest Thai street food market in LA, and it's located in Sun Valley on Roscoe Boulevard and Coldwater Canyon. It's on the premises of a Thai temple. This food market meets on the weekends, where in the parking lot, there are dozens of food and drink stands that make all your favorite Thai dishes. It's the closest you'll feel like to being in Thailand and experiencing that food culture. And it's very delicious too. So if you're wanting to try some really awesome Thai street food, you're not going to find it in Thai Town Hollywood, but rather travel to Sun Valley here at this temple. They got it all in the parking lot. So there are 10 street food markets that you can start out with, and of course, there are a few a little more here and there, maybe some of which I missed. But living here in Los Angeles for the past 30 years, these are the things that I saw that were really good that you should definitely check out, whether you live in Los Angeles or you're planning to visit LA and you want to try some awesome street food. So if you go to any of these street food places, you're going to have a rockin' time. It's going to be adventurous, and you're going to have just a taste of what Los Angeles is all about with all of its diverse foods. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode of Rockstar Eater, and I want to encourage you guys once again to please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because I release some of the best food episodes on the internet that you don't want to miss out on. So hit that subscribe button, and also like this video if you found it to be helpful, and also comment as well if you've been to any of these food markets, or you know of any other food markets in Los Angeles that you would like to share with all of us. Then by all means, please do share in the comments section. Well, I hope you have a rockin' day today and that you'll try some of this rockin' street food sometime soon. And also be sure to click on the other videos on my screen so that you can see some of my street food adventures out in Los Angeles. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Before I close out this episode, I thought I'd throw in another bonus street food spot that you can check out in Los Angeles. This one is on Sepulveda and Palms intersection in Culver City, and they serve a lot of great street food, like American food. They even have like Mexican food, like tacos, and surprisingly, they have a lot of great desserts there too, like cheesecake and cookies and cupcakes. It's really like a new cool spot that you can find in LA. So if you are in the Culver City area and you're looking for street food, then this is the closest thing you're gonna find. Sepulveda and Palms. So don't miss it, guys. A really cool spot.